And this is the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast. Next episode. So excited for all of you to join us in after a little bit of a break. Wanted to welcome my co-host, Avery.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a long time since we did an actual podcast episode. We've had some technical difficulties here and there, and we're excited to be back filming with you guys.
Yes, and today we also have a special co-host guest, Miss D.
Hey
Welcome.
guys, I'm
Welcome,
so excited
yes.
to be here.
We're
Welcome,
definitely
everyone.
excited to give you guys a different perspective of the dating world, from two idiots, two guys, to a very
Very
smart
nice.
girl, and this should be very
Wow.
interesting. So, Ajay, why don't you give us a little background about what today's topic is in episode? And what we're
Absolutely.
gonna touch
Today
on.
we have on topic will be how to save a DOA, or otherwise known as the dead on arrival.
Yeah.
And before we get into that topic, I did want Misty to just tell us a little bit about yourself, how many years you've been in Shidduchim, and a little bit of a rundown, what you love about us, what made you came on,
exactly.
right?
What do I love about you? Nothing. No, I'm joking.
Sounds like every date I've been on.
That sounds like my mother, actually.
That does.
Nothing.
Oh man, how long I've been in Shidduchim? I think like 5 years. But within those 5 years, I took like a big break for personal reasons. So 3, 4, 5, something like that. I'm super excited to be here to present all the ladies tonight. I think it's needed. You know, it's a guys' podcast. We need like applause or like, clapping or something.
We'll add
We'll
it
just
in
fill
later.
it in exactly later. We'll put that in.
Oh, there it was.
Exactly.
To represent, the girls tonight and to have our perspective on here. And, yeah. I don't
And
know.
good. How'd you like? We know you listened to a few of the episodes. Anything you just wanted to get out there?
Give
bright
us
and
your
early?
thoughts, like the harsh truth, like because
Because we've got a lot of love on Instagram
we-
at Nobody Talks
Right.
Shidduchim, and then via our email,
Yeah.
nobodytalkspodcast@aol.com. Anything you just wanted to mention there?
Yeah, the general consensus is that we're anti-woman from a small corner
my
of
gosh.
Yeah, you are.
a small corner of the
Okay,
world
stop,
is saying
stop.
that. So I don't know if it's true or not.
No, I just want to give kudos to you guys. It's like building a community here for all singles, and I think it's necessary. We all need it to
Yes.
vent, to discuss, and all that. So let's get into it.
Awesome.
Okay.
So, topic: how to save a DOA, dead on arrivals, and this happens so many times. I'm sure so many of you have literally been on this.
Yeah.
Like at least
Yeah.
3 to 5, or maybe Avery in your channel like 26 times.
I think all of them have been DOA. And
DOA.
then just you feel pity and then you keep going out. So no, I'm joking.
No,
Yeah,
but
right.
the DOA really, and we
not
want to
really,
kind of
yeah.
give you an understanding of it. Is a dead on arrival is literally, the guy's driving up, gets to the girl's house, walks up, knocks on the door, and she comes out, and something just kills it. It's just the entire date is done. And sometimes it could be a little bit later in the date, and not necessarily just is going to happen in the beginning. It could also happen like in the car ride, or it could happen when you get to the restaurant, or it could happen when you're sitting and eating and the waiter trips over and the guy goes crazy or the girl goes crazy, and like
Right.
there's
But
many
that's not
things
really
that
a
can kill.
DOA. That's like more of a DOA because of circumstance. You're talking about DOA
Yeah, I
because
feel-
like you meet them the first time, like D. We'll give an example to D.
Right.
Like the guy comes in, meets you, meets your family, and you first thought you see him. Like, is that a DOA? Like, what determines? Could it be looks? Could it be
I think looks are a big part.
okay?
Maybe for
That's
I
big
think
for
for guys
sure.
and girls, but yeah, I think looks that they don't look like their picture. We were discussing before.
Oh,
Picture is
man,
a big
yeah.
thing, and like
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
not recent. Many guys don't put recent pictures of themselves, I feel like. No, or like even girls maybe, but I feel like if you don't look like your picture and you show up to the door and you're like, what is that? It's very
it's-
looks is a big thing, I
it's
think.
catfishing. You're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Catfishing, absolutely. So look, sometimes it's very honest. People just do not know how to take a picture, and they don't know how to do
Right.
anything like that. And then obviously sometimes it's malign. It's a little sneaky. Like the person could be like a few 100 pounds overweight, or
Yeah.
look very
Oof.
different than what they have, right?
Yeah.
So it's a huge problem. I mean, but I think it could also happen a little bit after the pickup, right? Like not when you just knock
Yeah.
on the door and you're like, oh my God, like this is not the person I expected.
Right.
Jeez Louise, like run for the hills, run for the hills.
I think many times it's like right when you see them though. It's like that first impression, like
Yes.
right when you see them.
Well,
I
if
think
it's
that's,
based off looks, yeah. If it's the DOA is done for looks, then yeah. That's
or if he comes to the door, because some guys don't even come to the door, which
right.
is another discussion.
Or they could just be a total prick And they could just say like, okay, here's the car. We're taking your car. You're driving.
Oh gosh,
you're
no.
paying.
Rude.
Yeah.
That would be a DOA for a girl.
That would be a DOA.
Well,
for
so
a girl.
Avery, what do you like? Do you have a DOA story? Like, what happened to you?
I wouldn't
like
call
clearly
it DOA.
there's something.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a
Tell
lot.
us. Yeah.
I would say, let's see. Phone calls could be a DOA for me.
Ooh, phone calls are such a good one.
Pre-phone call.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate
How
those.
rough is that?
The worst.
So
the
first,
pre-phone calls.
just to
the worst.
get yourself
Gosh.
to get to the phone call, that's already a problem.
Yeah.
Just
Oh my god.
nobody
When
wants
to
to
do
make
it.
that
Oh
phone
my
call.
god.
Okay, I'll wait till
That one is the worst.
today. It happened to me. I said to myself, okay, I got the yes yesterday. I said
Yay.
today I'm going to make the call. 12 o'clock sharp, lunchtime, perfect time to call. She'll be eating lunch, whatever. 1 o'clock
gosh.
comes. Yeah, I got to make the call. 2 o'clock, make the call. Totally no idea what to say. Start talking to her.
That's
Hey,
so awkward.
he's such a let's go out to Saturday night. I totally forgot to ask what time. I forgot to ask where. So nervous. I can't stand it. I ended up texting her everything I wanted to actually say, and then
That's-
got
yeah.
off the phone call. Doesn't that happen?
I think texting is a good thing. I think guys should text the girl before they make that first phone call.
I've done
Because you
that.
could
I've
the
done
girl
that,
needs
yeah.
that heads up so she
Yeah.
can get ready.
Yeah.
She can know where she's gonna be and like stuff like that.
But the catch off guard is a good thing though, because then you can see if they're really interested.
no, I don't think
No?
so. I think we appreciate a first text. No, for sure, because you want to be ready.
So it's
Right.
so what do you prefer, a text or a
text
phone
like
call?
tell me, hey, so this is so and so. Like introduce yourself normally,
Right.
please, and then be like, are you available this and this time?
Okay, but do you want the call to be extended too? Do you want it to be like a 5-minute
Yeah, okay.
call and
This
like
is-
talk and
this is
like
another
chit chat,
thing.
or do you want to just get to the point?
Okay, I think in general there should be a time limit on phone calls. Please do not talk forever because like it's just
Yeah.
it's
like
weird.
Avery's doing that.
Yeah.
No, there should be a time limit and just like get to the point and then
Right.
and the date.
and,
actually talk.
and by the way, like that could absolutely kill it. That
Yeah.
could be that's a dead
I've
on a
had
arrival.
that.
Like you get the phone.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just imagining
I've had
like if
that.
I'm a girl, but sometimes I've done it. I've been very like, first of all, it ruins my entire day because I think I went with you golfing once. Didn't you? Like the whole time I couldn't look at you. You were like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta text this girl, and you're
The
like, your
whole
head's
day.
on-
Really?
The whole day.
Finally, so yeah,
Yeah.
like guys go
The whole
very
call.
crazy over this.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
the dozens I've set up, I'll tell you, like everyone always requested not to do, a call. Let me just text, and I'm okay with that.
No, I think text and call. You need both.
you want both.
Or let the shotgun set it up.
or that's like the easy way, but that's nice though because then
Well,
you don't
that's
have to
a cop
talk.
like
out.
that
That's a
way
cop
also.
out.
But it's
I've
nice
copped
though.
out. I've copped out. I mean,
No, a text and a call. Like text
Okay.
me, say, "Are you available this time?" and then call
Right.
me. Don't just text me.
what about
know you.
and of course, like, have a good Shabbos. Talk to see you when I see you.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, I don't know. That's weird. I find it weird. It's,
It's
too
a
like
lot.
I don't know you that.
But so it could be like obviously getting like connecting this towards a DOA.
Mhm.
It could kill the
It absolutely
momentum.
could kill the momentum
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you get someone's resume and you're looking at the picture, right? I'm thinking of, wow, amazing girl. Or
Right.
this is a good looking guy, got it all figured out. You're reading the resume, so successful, whatever you're
Right.
attracted to, and then you get on the phone. It's like, hi, my name's Shlomo, and I'm calling for. Boom.
Wow, it's a good.
That really sucks.
Wait, you're saying that's a guy or girl who sounds like that?
Whoever.
Whoever. Hey, it's for a girl. That was pretty creepy.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm looking for a sprinter. Yes, a sprinter.
No,
like-
but keep it to a time limit, please. Like there was one guy that he like kept talking for like almost an hour, over an hour. First phone call. It was the first and
Wow.
last because I'm
Wow.
like, that's really a lot.
Well, I've
That's
heard
a
of the
date.
no.
That's
I've
a
heard-
date.
I've
I
heard of the
know.
no after the phone call. That's happened. Not to
No,
me.
I don't do that.
Not to me. I've
No,
heard of
that's
it before.
rude.
So
I don't
those
do that.
phone calls
Yeah.
could like absolutely be a killer.
Yeah, for sure.
So like let's say aside from the looks and everything like that, and aside from the phone call,
Right.
like so getting into a car. Anyone have a good like
Dirty
car? you
dirty
know?
car.
Yeah.
Dirty car
Ooh.
smell.
What about
Bad
like
smell.
so Miss D as a girl like what
Dirty
are some
car
turn
is
downs
a turn
there?
off. Please
Yeah.
have your car
Yeah.
clean.
Clean. It doesn't have to be like some fancy schmancy
That'd be
car.
nice.
I'm not asking that. That would be
Well, if people are from certain
it would be
areas,
nice as well. I agree.
Yeah, people from certain like Lawrence. If you're from Lawrence, bring your live-in. Let her clean it out before you go on a date. Let her do it. You
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Or if
That's
you're
a
from Brooklyn,
fancy.
you'll
From
get,
Brooklyn, exactly.
Whoever lives in Brooklyn,
Get
they can
Jose,
clean it
the
out.
janitor, and the base managers to come.
Just clean
Pay
it
a little
out.
bit.
Clean it out.
Smell is key.
Oh yeah.
If you
Exactly.
smoke,
Smell is
you
bad.
vape.
Oh, what are you
get
looking
it
at
out
me
of the car.
for?
I'm not looking at you.
I'm looking at her now.
What? Looking at you?
But that could also be a DOA. Like I'm telling you, I've set up girls before, and they will get into the car, and there is garbage and garbage
That's
everywhere. I'm actually
disgusting.
thinking of someone you know who I'm thinking of. bottles, empty bottles of Diet Pepsi everywhere.
Oh,
everywhere.
Not on the date. On the
That's
date.
disgusting.
On the date.
He
Like,
cleaned
what's
it out.
wrong with
He
you? Like,
cleaned
it out.
clean it out. But
Maybe
I
she
look at-
collected the bottles. Okay, let's be fair.
Yeah, that's
Give
true.
her a
Right? He
chance.
might have a like.
Her
Why
Parnassa.
would you
It's her
collect?
Parnassa.
It's for a
5
Parnassa.
cents a
He has-
bottle, you know
someone
that.
has to afford the rings.
So
right?
put it in your trunk. Don't leave
Your
it like.
trunk.
Oh my god.
You'll forget about it in the trunk.
Good.
And that's in DOA. Hey, look, like someone would just want like imagine their face, like, oh my god, like
That's a turn off
whoa.
because
It's
it
a
shows that you're messy. You're not put together. You're
Yeah,
not
oh,
put
for sure.
together. Like
Well,
You want
obviously,
something.
the first date, the DOA site, you at least try and be your best. Like, if you're acting like a jerk right away, then you know that guy's a total jerk. Like, that's
people
just how
do
it's gonna
though.
be.
Yeah, I have a friend that she went out with someone. He wasn't a jerk, but he was just so not confident in himself. He even said like she felt that vibe right away, and he even said it out loud. He's like, "Oh, like, maybe we should just turn around and go home."
What?
And she was like,
oh my god.
"Well,
Yeah.
don't do that, guys. Don't do that, please."
That's
That's
an
like,
amateur performer.
yeah.
Amateur, but tell him to
At least
call us.
pretend.
Tell him to email us.
Pretend, fake
That's-
it till you
that's-
make it. You
That's,
know.
that's pretty crazy. So
Yeah.
he just like drove her right home.
I mean, I think they actually like kept that date, but he suggested like maybe let's go home, and she's like,
Oh, never,
Ooh,
never,
what?
never.
Boy.
Yeah, it's very. It's
Why would
look,
you
it,
do that?
it could really affect. Like the girl has to feel security. It's a big thing.
That's a big thing,
Women
yeah.
want to feel. Women want to feel security.
"Unsafe."
And
Yeah.
if you're just projecting insecurity at the
a
second
big
you meet
turnoff.
someone, it could be very uncomfortable. But on
Right.
the opposite side,
Mhm.
it could be the total opposite, where there's too much security, right? I mean, that's probably my contribution.
What do
to-
you mean?
It's definitely one of yours.
Like,
Definitely
I
yours.
had a date once in like, you Huppetsville land. And, I drive up, I find a spot, thank God, Motzei Shabbos date. And I start walking in the house and I just see steam. I just see like steam coming out of the door, and I'm like,
boy.
oh my God, what the hell? Like, are they rolling joints or something? And I start smelling this nasty smell, disgusting. It was like spoiled rotten cholent. I knock on the
my
door,
gosh.
like I'm so hesitant right now, very complacent. I knock on the door, girl opens up, and she's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, looking at me like, "Yeah, that's Shabbos chillin'," and I'm like, "Oh my God, okay." DOA.
Oh
It was
my-
a dead-on arrival.
She had the chicken soup.
and that was it. She had
Chicken
no.
with the chicken soup in her teeth.
Ew.
Friday night, that's like,
Yeah,
oh,
she had like a
my
little
God.
like a little coleslaw from Shabbos in her
Coleslaw.
hair. It was
Oh,
very
man.
uncomfortable, and I'm like, this, and that sometime, but like that was her, and I totally got it. I respected her for just being
Right.
so confident.
But that was
Like,
it.
This is who I am.
Did you really
But
though? Is that?
realistically-
Can you respect someone who comes to the door like that? Honestly.
You have to understand
not-
that
not-
people are different. That's all. There
Right.
are different people out there.
But you are
and there are
judging
different
them.
guys, and it's not for this guy. She needed a
Right.
different guy.
Well, I wouldn't
clearly.
say I was judging. I just, part of the first day, which we talk about in episode 1. Everyone download it now.
Right.
It is like you have to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? And
Okay, but
that's-
once you're
that's
on the
out of your
date-
comfort zone.
Once you're on the date, how do you like go through that? How do you get past that beginning feeling that okay, this is done? Do you be a gentleman and man up for like
so
2
how do you
hours?
actually save the DOA?
Can you save it?
Yeah. You
Is it
could.
possible?
So who wants to take a vote? I say no.
I've been to the DOA, and the last time I had that situation, I was at a lounge. I put my phone under the table and just started texting people.
Oh
And you
my
put
is
a
over.
timer. And you put a
I-
timer.
You
I
did
didn't
that
put a
timer
timer.
thing?
No, I didn't do the timer. I just started telling. I'm like, okay, want to meet me at the club in an hour? Let's go hang out. Let's get drinks
Oh my
later.
Gosh.
Amazing.
Clearly, I'm free tonight after this, so my calendar freed up.
So
Like
you
after a little bit.
So you guys think you can't save it?
No.
I don't think it's
I'm not
possible.
How about you?
But we're pessimists, so
No, I
Wow.
kind of get it, but I think also depends why you're turned off by them. Is it because
Right.
their looks, or is it
Yeah.
because something they said? Is it like maybe they offended you somehow?
yeah, if it was
Something
a
they could fix. You know what I mean? Like,
look situation could definitely do it. Could definitely.
yeah,
could
that
do
I
it.
agree. Right.
That's what did it for me in that case. Like that was
So looks is like an automatic.
She
like,
couldn't
you can't-
change-
You can't rebound from that.
unless she took a lot of Optifast very shortly, it wasn't gonna change.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Slim Fat.
But, this,
Exactly.
but
We're
you could
being
do.
subtle here, so we're not gonna say exactly what the reason was.
But even though you can't save it, I think you should also like be positive and always be nice.
Yeah,
Be
no,
a
I
mensch
was
about it?
definitely nice.
No,
about
because
it.
some guys aren't. Some guys are
I-
not a mensch at all.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like
Has
always
that ever
be a
happened
mensch.
to not you, but a friend or somebody that you know? Because I've heard of that before.
There was one friend that the guy got drunk on the date and he almost like made an accident in the car. And she
oh,
was
I
like,
think that was me.
yeah. And like he like slammed the door on her foot and she was like
Oh my
such in
God.
pain. And I'm like, okay. And then he wanted to go out again. And she's like, I don't think so. Like, I don't get sometimes how guys' minds work. Like, why? Why do you think that's okay?
Well, people are nervous.
Yeah, but
So
there's
like
nervous.
they don't know how to like handle that. But you gotta apologize. You just gotta be like, I'm so sorry. Go get
ice.
Figure something out.
Maybe he wanted to be a
Uber
woman abuser eventually, God forbid. But like that's that's where he was leading. I don't know.
No, it's
God
scary. It's very scary. But I think it could be positive also. Like, I think it takes the pressure off of you. Like for girls, like we want to impress a guy. You know, when you like them, you want to look good, you want to say the right things. But like also that. It takes the pressure. Like once you don't like a guy, you're like, oh, okay, just be me fully. Like it's fine. So I think take that lesson and also to use it for your future dates.
Yeah, I like to give when I know it's not going to go anywhere. I like to start giving them tips. You know, like how to. Okay, you should do this on your dates.
Right. That's
You should.
Ooh,
you should look for guys that.
I do
it very subtly though.
No. We picked that up. That's so
subtle.
Obvious.
I'm
That's
like,
mean.
Well, it is
yeah,
mean,
so I've done that before, Avery. I've done
think it's a
that
defense
so
mechanism.
many times where it was like, okay, great. I have 300 recommendations to you.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
And your siblings who all have problems.
No, but girls have done that to me too, so it's the same thing.
Yeah,
they've done that to me.
I've done it all the time. But Miss D, like what you were saying, with actually, I think that's an interesting point because kind of thinking about it, like I might have been guilty of that in the past of like taking a girl out and then having a shidduch date and like I didn't really see it and it might have even been almost a DOA and I was just like way more myself.
Yeah,
way more myself and. I would kind of blend that into what you were saying before with like kind of make a Kiddush Hashem as much as you can, be respectful because you don't know who she knows.
If it's not even that, it's just common decency. Like it's so hard to find that nowadays. Like just be nice.
Sure.
And,
well, that would go for me without saying because like 100%. Like you want to treat everyone dating as nice as you can.
Yeah,
like be cordial. True. That's for sure. That goes without say. But the truth is, like, at the end of the day, like, we all have nerves and we all get very nervous in those 100%. Situations. And I don't, like, I know myself, just know yourself, I guess. Like, but I know other people out there and I've heard things where who knows what could happen. Like, people say things and they don't really, and just everyone should just know, like,
that's true.
Both sides are both very
Has the
nervous.
DOA ever told you, like, I think this is the one. I think this is it. I think you're the one. Has that ever said that, like, to the shotgun after?
Oh, to
like,
you, too.
Yeah.
I know, but
and you're like, oh my God, the
that's
DOA
so awkward.
wants me.
That was.
That has happened to me. Yeah.
Like somebody you totally wouldn't ever go for.
Yeah.
Is like,
he was so creepy.
So awkward. That's happened. Yes.
So what do you do? Wait, how do you respond to that?
Well, first of all, I hope that I never see them on the street.
That is true.
Again, after I say no, like it's like, oh my God.
And they sign up for the same gym as you, and then you like see them every day.
Oh, it's terrible. And they're just like fantasizing. Their eyes are getting glowy and like,
oh my God,
we're gonna be together. Like, oh, we broke up 6 months ago. Like, well, that gets very uncomfortable.
That is very that happened before.
So DOA.
Just tell the chocolate you don't see it. That's all.
No, but let's say they tell you to your face.
To your, I don't.
Like I see
this. That's pretty. Ballsy.
I've had that.
I'm telling you.
Have guys done that?
I was like, I really
like it.
I really enjoy this. I see this, whatever. And I'm like, he's like, this is so comfortable and so nice. And I'm like, yeah, it's like hanging with a friend. And he's like, what do you mean? We're more than friends. And I was like, yeah, no. Ooh. And it's like, I just friend zoned him. But like, he was creepy.
Yeah, well.
Girls, you got to stand up for yourself. Like, if you feel like it's not right.
He was Joe Biden creepy.
Yeah, you're talking to a guy who's
on your shoulders right there.
But if you feel something isn't right, definitely don't be scared to stand up for yourself. I think many times you can feel uncomfortable and you don't know what to do, but like say something.
Yeah.
There are boundaries and like you don't let people cross those boundaries for sure. So that's a tip. Just girls.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking about girls who've told me that to stay away.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
We've had that.
To stay away?
To stay away. Whoa, that's like intense.
Not on a date. No. Girls who just they're just like stay away.
Don't bother me.
I believe I'm a little helpless romantic when it comes to things like this. Well, if DOAs are really tough to like come back on. I can't really name one like real DOA situation or even something close to it. But I firmly believe that when you meet like the one you will end up with, that like it will be good in the beginning. Like you'll say, I could maybe see myself with this person. Like not going to maybe know right away that this is the one I'm going to end up with, but you'll definitely like it's not going to be a DOA situation.
I think there's maybe
we most certainly all hope.
I would say hashkafa could also be a quick DOA right away. Like they want to learn, and you don't want somebody.
Well, that you should know before, no?
Yeah, but sometimes it gets,
Like fuzzy.
misconstrued between
Yeah.
like
Learning.
the shotgun and what
That's
the mother
true.
wants. So like, and then all of a sudden you get on the date and they're like, "Hey, you're not wearing a black hat and a white shirt on our date. Like, come on."
Okay, fine.
So
yeah, I got
that could become DOA. That's like that's like the nice DOA. That doesn't nothing to do with
Right.
looks. That's a
Well, we
screw-
just want two different lives,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Like
like I just
I'm
want someone who makes
Lubavitch, you know, and
Right.
they're like modernish, so it wouldn't work.
100%.
It wouldn't work.
100%.
So
yeah,
I
it's
get it.
mutual. It's fine. That's
Right.
fine then. But otherwise, it's staying.
That's a
as
good
well.
reason to say no.
That is a fair reason, but you know, and so yeah, so like overall, you know, for DOAs, right? So how to save a DOA, dead on arrivals. I think you just ultimately, like, I'll just go first and just say, you know, you got to treat everyone with respect, and everyone like just know everyone in that situation is like feeling a little, you know, uncomfortable and everything.
Yep.
And just give it your best shot. Even if you know that you're not going to be able to last 2 hours. Okay, like go to the bathroom, set a little timer, do something that you can just
Ooh.
Right.
be
Timer.
yourself. Yeah, the timer, like, it's very controversial, but better you give the girl like a nice hour date than stick it
But
out
that's
for 2
so
hours.
obvious.
And
How
start
about give her a
off.
task? Like give her the car keys, tell her to go get the
Oh
car.
my gosh!
Is that
No,
bad?
Don't
That's
do
not
that.
good?
Don't do
No
that.
good?
That's when it's, you know, that's look. I would have been married if that worked. Let's just put it that way.
Oh
Okay,
my
I get
But
gosh.
that's my takeaway. Avery, how about yours?
Yeah, for the next DOA site, just avoid it. Don't even, after an hour or two,
Mhm.
get your points out, you know, figure out right away if you like her or not. If it's a DOA, just be a gentleman, go
Right.
through the date, make sure that the shotgun or whoever the reputation doesn't come back, that you didn't like her and that you said
Yeah.
something nasty about her or that you didn't treat her well, because we've all had that happen to, at least that's happened to me, probably. Bad things from that. I don't know.
Oh my
Like,
god!
I didn't treat a girl well. I said something bad about myself. And I don't know,
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want it to
Yeah.
linger.
Don't mention your weight on a date either. That's
Why
another
would you
thing. That's
mention
another
weight
tip.
though? What does that mean?
No, I mentioned how much I weigh on this date, and that ended it. That was
Oh,
okay.
that one. Yeah.
Can I
Whatever
not do
happened
that?
to her?
Can I not mention
She's
how much
still
I weigh?
available, by the way.
She is. She's like the most eligible bachelorette
Oh
in
my
the greater
gosh.
New York City.
You're unbelievable. Okay, and D, how about yours? What are your some takeaways
Um,
with saving a DOA?
I think I love quotes, and I think of that quote. That there's this quote that they won't remember like what you said or did, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And I think that's so important because on dates, just be nice because people may not remember you so much, but they're like, oh, that's that guy who was. I wasn't into him, but like he was nice though. He treated me like good, anyways.
Mhm.
And they could set you up with someone else, but not even that. Just be a mensch. That's it.
Okay, that's good. Well, we appreciate you, Miss D, coming on for
Thank
this
you.
episode,
Thanks
and
for joining us.
you will be with us next week's as well.
Yep.
And like this has been such a pleasure having everyone here. And this is the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast.
The LMNO Broadcast Network.